Hello everyone, so xAI is going to have an incredible wealth of data that many people worry is going to be in short supply for some of the other players. Also, it's going to be a very interesting opportunity going forward. It has struck me that Elon Musk has amassed or created a number of companies that are themselves creating a lot of data up from different angles, including biological data and Neuralink, and so forth. So he and his companies may be in the best position from a data point of view. Think about the autonomous driving of miles, of course. Yes, the biological data in Neuralink. You've got of the data that has been spewing out of X, of formerly Twitter. We've got the autonomous. In the next 5 to 10 years, half of that going to these platform companies. And then you've got, yes, the biological opportunities. We're only now unlocking the secret side. We're decoding life, health, and death. And we're also with that knowledge and that data, using it to cure disease and It's amazing how undervalued that part of the market is. It's been absolutely trampled by algorithms who are focused on early stage, not making a lot in the way of cash flow and so forth. But this may be one of the biggest areas of opportunity when it comes to AI, certainly the most profound in terms of curing disease when it comes to Tesla's impressive growth for Tesla fans and people who are always on the lookout for the next big thing in the stock market. It's not enough to just watch from the sides. This is where you can find all the latest Tesla stories. How much should Tesla stock be? Innovations at Tesla and everything Elon Musk does. Clicking on the affiliate links in the description and making a purchase may earn our channel a commission. I would not bet against him. And what's interesting also is the physical world and the digital world coming together. He's a maestro at that. Know a lot of the Silicon Valley, born and bred innovators. They have gotten used to the digital world and viral apps, and a very high returns on investment with very low fixed cost. Elon is the inventor of our age, who is, I'll say, a maestro at the convergences between and among technologies. Tesla is one example. So I think he has big ideas, and I think he's motivated by what has happened at OpenAI, and probably is betting on something pointing away from OpenAI in terms of where should I place my bets, and towards what he is doing from a trust point of view, which OpenAI has just been through a transition with a lot of the so-called safety advocates leaving. So there's certainly a compare and contrast evolving there. It'll be very interesting to see. Yes, we think proprietary data at the end of the day is going to be the one of the biggest competitive advantages. And yes, think of all of his companies and all of the different kinds of data, even Neuralink. There's AI around that as well, and bringing in the human brain neural networks. So he's covering, when I think about our 5 platforms, he's touching all of them, and they're all converging, and they're all spewing out data. They have data that no one else has. Well, today we have 5 innovation platforms evolving at the same time: robotics, energy storage, AI, and they're changing growth dynamics really well, which means they have huge growth potential. Service stations for cars. Together, these platforms will bring together 3 of the most important all-purpose tech platforms. Robotics. Cars that drive themselves will be electric and run by AI. They will be robots that store energy. Don't get too excited about this one chance. We think it will go from almost nothing to an $8 to $10 trillion business in the next 5 to 10 years. Global GDP today isn't much more than $100 trillion. And we're telling you that in the next 5 to 10 years, it will reach $10 trillion in gross revenues, with platform companies getting half of that. If platform companies get half of that $4 to $5 trillion, they'll probably be worth somewhere between $20 and $50 trillion. That's just one example of how convergence and generative AI can work together to create an explosive growth opportunity. For starters, the revenues are tripling year over year. This company is going to quickly become profitable. But as we move toward agentic AI, agentic AI is very high value. AI meaning we are going to be able to say to our personal assistant, let's say a developer develop me in a marketing website for this company, and it will do it from beginning to end with just a little bit of human oversight compared to what we pay developers. We would not be surprised if OpenAI and others would be able to charge $1,000 to $2,000 per month once agentic AI becomes improved and becomes durier, which we think is going to happen. Well, I think they're going to fill in some of the blanks that we have about when they're going to launch and how they're going to launch. So that's going to become important. It'll make it more real. And I think that the reason analysts are probably going to take what Elon is saying more seriously this time, because remember, he's been predicting autonomous in the next 2 years for the last 5 years, and I'll say we expected it last year, but Weo is now out there, and more people are trying it. This is not a FUD. It is when for Tesla, and for Tesla, it's also how quickly will they roll out, how quickly will they go national or even global with their aspirations. I think, as you know, Elon thinks in a very big way, and he has positioned Tesla to win the lion's share of this market. But do you know who else shares in prop Tesla optimism? That would be today's sponsor. Looking for an alpha male? Alpha is the only website that has more Tesla news than any other. Click on the affiliate link in the overview below to get the most up-to-date price ranges for Tesla's products. Elon Musk always comes up with great ideas, and this AI project is no exception. Take most project. The market will go to the company that can get people from A to B the fastest, safest, and with the least amount of wait time. When people see Tesla's plan, they might think, wait a minute, we was already doing this, so it must be possible. We no longer have to worry about that. What could be so big about that? At ark-invest.com.dom, you can find our model. You can change the parameters to find out how big this market will be. This is a $4.5 trillion revenue opportunity for companies that host these networks, and Tesla will be one of them. This will happen in the next 5 to 10 years, if our study is right. Again, both sides lose, but that's a $1 trillion chance for Tesla to make money in the next 5 years. This is a big idea, but we're sure of it because of the study we've done on these platforms. In a world with high productivity, low inflation, and a real GDP that is rising quickly, a growth rate of 40% per year makes sense. About 200 trillion is the number I gave for self-driving taxi systems. That's 20 to 50 trillion for one chance. We believe this is a huge market, and the tech part of it is likely worth around 3,400 billion right now. We think the software side will be 8 times that, so multiply that number by 8. But we think that artificial intelligence will be more useful than any of our other technologies between now and 2030. In fact, we think it will spark